What is absolutely blowing up the AI automation world right now? OpenAI just dropped Agent Builder. If you haven't seen it, stop what you're doing. This is their brand new, visual, no-code workflow editor that lets you construct custom, powerful AI agents without touching a single line of code. It's a game changer. But here is the real secret, the thing nobody is talking about, the key to building a true AI operating system inside your white label SaaS. You can take these next-generation agents and embed them directly into your Go HighLevel dashboard using Chatkit, OpenAI's embeddable chat widget. When you do this, you instantly give your clients the power to literally chat with AI, to add contacts, send follow-up SMS, manage their CRM, and move opportunities, all from their native white-labeled GHL dashboard. We're talking about a seamless, mind-blowing user experience upgrade for your entire client base. Hi, welcome to Aurora AI, the Skills Accelerator, where agency owners, small businesses, and aspiring developers master AI ecosystems that deliver real results. We take complex systems and turn them into simple, powerful automations, exactly like the one we're about to build.
So, how do we actually make an external AI agent talk to a powerful, complex CRM like Go HighLevel? The answer is the protocol you need to master, GHL MCP. MCP stands for the Model Context Protocol. Think of it as a standardized, secure, and unified API layer that acts as the only bridge between the external AI brain and the internal GHL ecosystem. It's how AI agents securely discover and use the tools inside your GHL account.
Before MCP, an AI could tell you what to do. Now, it can take action. It's what unlocks the ability for an AI not just to read a contact's history, but to actually update an opportunity, send an SMS, or add a tag, all executed safely via a command it constructs itself.
Now for the best part, the financial advantage. You know those third-party AI agent platforms? The ones charging you $99, $199, or even $299 a month per client just for basic chat automation? Forget them. This will eliminate that recurring software expense. You're just paying for your OpenAI API usage, which for most agencies is literally pennies on the dollar, alongside the GHL and N8N subscriptions you already have. We are talking about a massive increase in profit margin and a massive reduction in operational costs. And the development workflow? Gone are the days of begging developers and being terrified to touch brittle code. Agent Builder gives you this beautiful drag-and-drop visual dashboard. You open it up, click, drag, drop, and your agent is updated in minutes, not days.
Now, the whole purpose of this video is to serve as a proof of concept, to show you that this deep, secure AI integration with Go HighLevel can be done. And you might be watching this thinking, this is complex. And you're right, it involves several layers of security and setup. I've already done the heavy lifting on the security setup and complex endpoint configurations. I'm going to walk you through how I built this integration. And if you want to skip the hours of debugging and instantly deploy this exact AI operating system, all the plug-and-play resources are fully documented. You'll find the link for that in the description below. Are you ready to truly upgrade your white label SaaS offer? Good. Let's dive in. All right. Before we jump into the terminal and the visual canvas, let me give you the architectural blueprint of the system. Understanding these components is key to deploying this successfully. We are leveraging four main components to create this AI ecosystem. Number one, OpenAI Agent Builder. This is where your AI agent lives. It is a visual, no-code, low-code platform provided by OpenAI that allows users to design, test, and deploy complex AI-native conversational agents workflows using a drag-and-drop interface. Number two, N8N. This is our automation middleware.
It functions as the secure translator and custom backend service for our integration. Crucially, we use N8N to build and host the API endpoints that secure the entire connection. This backend layer handles the complex authentication and is responsible for creating a unique, persistent chat session for every single visitor, making sure the right agent talks to the right client. Number 3 is Go HighLevel Website. This is the front-end deployment. This is where we host the Chatkit widget. Chatkit is OpenAI's embeddable, customizable chat interface that makes the entire AI experience look professional and native to your SaaS. Number 4, custom menu link in GHL. This is where you achieve true white label integration. We use Go HighLevel's native custom menu link feature to create a shortcut right in your subaccount dashboard sidebar. Because this link points to your hosted Chatkit site, you have the ability to lock this AI access behind a paywall or a premium SaaS tier. When your paying user clicks the link, it opens your Chatkit website in an iframe. The result? Instant, zero-friction access to the AI assistant right inside their GHL interface. No switching tabs, no separate logins, just pure, integrated power, and a highly visible, compelling reason for clients to upgrade. Here's how this all works together in a beautiful, rapid flow. When a user clicks your custom menu link, it loads your HighLevel website with the Chatkit widget embedded. The moment that page loads, it makes a post request to N8N with your workflow ID and API key. N8N then creates a secure chat session by calling OpenAI's Chat Sessions API and returns a client secret back to your website. Now, Chatkit uses that client secret to establish a live connection with your AI agent in the Agent Builder. The magic happens because your agent in the Agent Builder is connected through N8N to GHL's MCP server. This means when your user chats with the AI, it can execute real-time actions in their Go HighLevel account, creating contacts, sending messages, updating pipelines, whatever you've configured. The beauty is, all the complexity stays hidden. Your users just see a clean chat interface living right inside their GHL dashboard, making it feel 100% like a native SaaS feature. Now, you might be following along and thinking, this is complex. And you're right, it involves several layers of security and setup. I'm going to walk you through the full implementation of the exact workflow I built, so you can see exactly how it works. If you want to implement this yourself and grab all the documented resources, the link to our SKOOL community is in the description. If you just wanted to see what's possible with this integration, I hope this sparks some powerful ideas for you. Let me show you how I built this thing. All right, let's go to OpenAI Agent Builder. Now, I'm not going to walk you through building this workflow step by step because I want to focus on the integration part. But let me show you what I've built here so you can see what's possible. This is a super simple workflow, just a start node connected to my GHL MCP agent. Nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. The complexity is really in the prompt engineering, and as I've mentioned, the prompt is available in the resources. Here's where the magic happens. See this panel on the right? This is my agent configuration. I've got custom instructions telling it how to interact with Go HighLevel MCP, what tone to use, all that good stuff. But here's the important part, the Tools section. See this GHL MCP tool? This is what connects our agent to Go HighLevel's MCP server. Let me show you how to set this up. If you want to read more about HighLevel MCP, the link to the full documentation is below. When you add an MCP tool to your agent, you'll see this connection screen. Let me break down what you need to fill in. First, the URL. This is Go HighLevel's MCP endpoint. You'll enter this URL, which you can copy from the documentation.
This is the same for everyone. It's GHL's official MCP server address. Second, the label. This is just what you want to call it in your workflow. I'm using GHL_MCP, but you can call it Go High Level or whatever makes sense to you. Third, description. This is optional, but helpful. Something like Go High Level MCP server for managing contacts, conversations, and opportunities.
Fourth, authentication.
This is critical. Select Custom Headers from the dropdown. Then let's go back to the documentation. Based on the documentation, we need two variables, authorization and location ID. For the first header, authorization, the value is bearer token. We will replace this token with your unique private integration token from Go High Level. How do you get this token? In your Go High Level account, you'll go to Settings, then Private Integrations, and create a new integration. Make sure you enable these scopes. View and edit contacts. View and edit conversations. View and edit conversation messages. View and edit opportunities. View and edit calendars. View and edit calendar events. View payment orders. View payment transactions. View forms. View locations. View custom fields. Once you created, GHL will give you a token. Copy that token and paste it here in the value field immediately after the space following bearer. The second header you need to add is location ID, where you tell the MCP server which Go High Level location or subaccount to work with. The value will be your Go High Level subaccount ID. You can find this in your GHL URL or in your Settings, Business Profile, Location ID. So your complete MCP configuration looks like this. Hit Connect. You will see Tools Approval List, which is already checked. Just click Add, and boom, your agent is now connected to Go High Level. Before we publish, let's test it. Click Preview up here on the top right corner. And let's try something simple. Create new contact named Sarah John with sarahjohn@gmail.com. Beautiful. It's creating the contact in real time in Go High Level. Look at that. It's calling the MCP tool, hitting Go High Level's API, and creating Sarah John contact. This is working. All right, now let's publish this agent. To get your workflow ID, click Code here at the top. We will need this in the next step when we set up N8N. Quick reminder, you can edit this agent anytime. Add more tools, change the instructions, whatever. Just hit Publish again and the changes go live instantly. The workflow ID stays the same, so nothing breaks on your website. All right, Agent Builder is configured. Now let's jump into Component 2, N8N, the automation middleware that creates the bridge that lets your website talk to this agent. Let me give you a quick overview of the workflow I've designed here. And, as mentioned, all the resources, including this N8N template, are fully documented and available in the link below. Here is a concise overview of this workflow. Node 1, Webhook. This is the entry point. When your Go High Level website needs to create a secure chat session for a user, it calls this webhook. This is what kicks off the entire process. Node 2, Variables. This is the only place you need to configure the workflow. You'll simply paste two things here, your OpenAI API key and your Agent Builder workflow ID. That's literally it. No complex coding required. Node 3, Create Chat Session.
This node handles all the heavy lifting with the OpenAI API. It takes your credentials, creates a brand new secure chat session for your visitor, and gets back a client secret. You don't need to touch any of the settings here. It's all pre-configured in the template. Node 4, respond to webhook. Finally, this node sends that crucial client secret back to your website. Once your site has that secret, Chatkit can connect securely and the chat session begins. Data flows like this. Webhook receives request. Variables provide your credentials. This node creates the session. This node sends back the secret. Now let me show you the only thing you need to configure. Click on the Variables node. See these two fields? This is where you paste your information. Field 1, API_key, this is your OpenAI API key. Go back to your OpenAI dashboard, click the API Keys tab, create a new secret key, and then paste it right here. Field 2, Workflow ID. Remember that Workflow ID from Agent Builder earlier? This is where it goes. Just copy and paste it here. And look, once you fill these in, the output shows both values ready to be used by the next node. That's it. That's all the configuration you need to do. Now, one more important thing. We need to grab our webhook URL. Click on the webhook node, and you'll see the production URL here. This is the endpoint that your GHL website will call. What this URL does, when someone visits your GHL website and Chatkit loads, it pings this URL and says, "Hey, I need a chat session." This N8N workflow then creates that session with OpenAI and sends back the credentials. Your visitor never sees any of this happening. They just see a working chat widget. Before we move on, make sure your workflow is active. This is the engine that keeps the entire system running securely and efficiently. Now, let's look at the front end where the user interacts. Component 3, your Go HighLevel website.
Let's get this Chatkit widget onto your Go HighLevel website. Now, OpenAI provides documentation for Chatkit, and if you want to dive deep into all the configuration options, I'll link to their docs in the description. But here's the truth. Their documentation isn't exactly copy-paste friendly. We spent days figuring out the right configuration to make this seamless integration work smoothly. So, to save you that headache, because this video is all about proof of concept and instant deployment, I'm giving you the exact working code. It's fully configured, tested, and ready to go. And you can access this plug-and-play code directly inside our SKOOL community. There are actually two separate pieces of code that make this work seamlessly on Go HighLevel. One goes directly on your page, and one goes in your header. Let me break both down for you now.
First up is the main widget code. Here's my page inside the GHL Builder. See this code widget right here? That's where the visible Chatkit interface is going to live. To get this on your page, grab the code widget from the Quick Add panel, it's under Custom, and drop it in. Now click Open Code Editor.
When you click Open Code Editor, you'll see this, a blank space waiting for your custom code. This is where you need to input the Chatkit initialization script. I have already done the configuration and tested the JavaScript that handles the Chatkit initialization, session creation, and display. This complete working script is available for you inside the SKOOL resources.
There is one critical thing you need to change in this entire code, and that's
Your N8N webhook URL.
See this line here? You'll replace this line with your unique webhook URL from N8N, the one we generated in the previous step. Keep the quotes around the URL. Everything else in this code is already configured. The Chatkit initialization, the session handling, all of it. Just change that one URL and you are done with code number 1.
Now for code number 2. This is completely separate and goes not on the page itself, but in your site's header for authorization. In your GHL website builder, click on Tracking Code up here. When you open the header section, you'll see a blank space for code. This is where the necessary security and library links go. I've already configured this for you. This is code number 2. It handles two critical things. The meta tag tells OpenAI exactly which domain this is and authorizes it to use Chatkit. And the script tag simply loads the Chatkit library from OpenAI's CDN. In this code, you need to replace one security value, the content value in the meta tag. See domain_pk_**. That's a specific domain key from OpenAI's security settings that you must replace. Here's where you get that key. In your OpenAI dashboard, go to Settings, Organization, Security, Domain Allow List. This page shows all domains authorized to use your deployments. You'll need to add your GHL domain here. For this proof of concept, I'll use the GHL preview URL as the domain. But in production, you'd use your connected custom domain. Once your domain is added, OpenAI generates a public key for it. See this long string under public key? Copy this entire key. Come right back to your GHL header code and replace the content value with the key you just copied. So it changes from the placeholder to whatever your domain key is. That's it for the second code. Now let's save everything. Now before we publish this live, let's test this integration to make sure the session is connecting securely. Click Preview. This opens the page in a new window so we can confirm the full system is working end-to-end.
Let me test the core functionality, the GHL MCP. I'll ask, what is Sarah email? And look at that! It's responding. The agent is connected, it's calling the GHL MCP, and it's working perfectly.
And there it is, a fully functional AI assistant embedded securely in your Go HighLevel website. Your visitors can chat with it, and it can manage contacts, send messages, update opportunities, whatever powerful workflow you've configured in your agent builder. Now, this works great for a public-facing website. But here's where it gets really powerful for white-label GHL users, especially for upselling. We're going to use this page and turn it into the final piece of our architecture, the custom menu link. This is the powerful final step that ties all four components together. Let me show you how this last piece looks and how it's set up next.
All right, here's the final piece. And this is what truly makes this feel like a native white label feature for your SaaS clients. See this tab right here in the sidebar? I've labeled it OpenAI Chatkit. Use whatever your label is. When your subaccount users click this, the entire Chatkit assistant opens right here in an iframe inside their GHL dashboard. The genius is that it loads the page we just secured, but it feels completely native to GHL. They're not leaving their dashboard. This is how you monetize and protect your client experience. You give them cutting-edge AI features without them even knowing it's a custom integration. It just looks like GHL built it in. Let me show you how this last piece is configured.
In your GHL agency dashboard, go to Settings, scroll all the way down, and you'll find Custom Menu Links. This is the control panel where you manage custom sidebar links for every sub-account under your agency. Here's what I've got set up. See this OpenAI Chatkit link? That's the one we just demonstrated. It's the key to that native white label feel. Let me show you what's inside. When you create a custom menu link, here's what you need to configure. It's very straightforward. The icon. Choose any icon that visually matches your new AI feature. The title. This is the exact text that appears in your client's sidebar. I'm calling it OpenAI Chatkit, but you might use AI Assistant or Smart Chat, whatever aligns with your brand. URL. This is the web address of your GHL page that is hosting the Chatkit widget. See this? That's my preview URL. For this demonstration, I'm using the preview URL to keep things simple, but in a production environment, you would use your live custom domain. This is the most critical setting. Leave the default option selected. Open link within the current window as an embedded page or iframe. This is what makes the link feel native. It opens inside the GHL content area, not in a new tab.
Now, we scroll down.
there are just a few more settings to control where and who can see this powerful AI feature. Check Subaccounts Sidebar. This is the critical one that makes the link appear inside your client dashboards. You can also check Agency Sidebar if you want it visible in your own agency dashboard for testing or internal use. Here, you choose which subaccounts should see this link. This is a powerful way to manage your tiers. You can select specific paying accounts or apply it to all of them if it's a base feature. Finally, set this to all if you want everyone in the subaccount to see the link, or you can restrict access to specific roles like admin or user, depending on your business model. Hit Save, and the entire AI operating system is complete.
Now that we've saved the settings, let's look at the payoff. When you switch to a subaccount view, there it is, OpenAI Chatkit, right in the sidebar, just like any other GHL feature. When your client clicks it, the AI assistant loads right here, inside the dashboard. The subaccount user doesn't see a new tab, they don't see a different domain, it just feels like a built-in GHL feature. And they can interact with it normally. Add a new contact named Mike Williams. The agent responds, performs the action in GHL, and everything just works seamlessly.
And that's the complete integration. Agent Builder, N8N, GHL website, custom menu link. Your subaccounts now have a powerful AI assistant that can manage their entire GHL system through natural conversation. We have successfully built a fully integrated white label AI assistant that is secure, actionable, and ready to be monetized. We leveraged OpenAI's Agent Builder for the intelligence, N8N for the secure backend, and GHL for the client-facing front end. Again, this entire video served as a proof of concept to show you that this deep, secure AI integration can be done, and it can look this seamless. If you want to skip the hours of debugging and instantly deploy this exact AI operating system, all the plug-and-play resources are fully documented. You'll find the link for that below.
If this video helped you, do me a favor, hit that like button. It really helps the algorithm show this to more people who need it. Subscribe if you want more AI automation tutorials like this. I'm doing a lot more with Agent Builder, MCP servers, and white label GHL integrations. In the next video, I'll be tackling the ultimate integration challenge, building custom Model Context Protocols, or MCPs. Currently, GHL's native MCP is limited to just a few tools. I'm going to show you exactly how to bypass that limitation by utilizing the HighLevel API and N8N to build your own custom MCP server, allowing your AI agent to access any GHL feature you want. You don't want to miss that. And drop a comment. Let me know, are you going to build this? What other AI features do you want to add to GHL? What problems are you trying to solve for your clients? I read every comment and I use them to plan future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.